Hi everybody, in this video I want to consolidate all the different major ways you can visit Bulgaria as a tourist. These are ideas, to visit Bulgaria as a tourist regardless of what your interests are. I thought to consolidate this list and really provide the top 20 ways you can explore Bulgaria as a tourist. Some of these are quite known, quite popular, while others are not so well known outside of Bulgaria. So here we go. The first one is, and of course the most popular, you can visit Bulgaria during the summer months on the Black Sea. On the Black Sea in Bulgaria there are tons of different resorts, catering to every taste. There are big, international type resorts like Sunny Beach. There are smaller ones like, Neseber or Pomorje or Kiten. There are all kinds of resorts, regardless if you're single or if you have a family or if you're just going there with friends. There are all kinds of resorts for different types of people. Bulgaria's Black Sea coast is amazing. It has very nice sand. The beaches are very beautiful. And one thing I just learned recently is actually that according to some European agency, Bulgaria has one of the cleanest water in Europe. So water, in the Black Sea is very clean and warm during the summer months. I think it can go up to the high 20s in Celsius temperature, so it's almost like tea, warm. So it's very nice. It's not cold, and it's very sunny during the summer in Bulgaria. So that's a great way to visit Bulgaria as a tourist during the summer on the Black Sea. And one thing I should mention also about that, typically Bulgarians in the tourist industry speak multiple languages. I keep hearing that, for example, in Spain they don't speak English. In Bulgaria, in the tourist industry, most probably people are going to speak a foreign language, and not even only English, but they speak Russian, German, French, maybe even Spanish. Maybe up north they even speak Romanian. They speak a multitude of languages, so that would make your vacation easier. The second major way how you can visit Bulgaria as a tourist is during the winter months. Bulgaria has an extensive network of winter resorts. Several of the more popular ones are Pamporovo, Bansko, and Borovets, for example. Also Sofia, just next to Sofia, the capital, there is the mountain Vitusha, which itself is a ski resort. You don't have to go to a ski resort if you stay in Sofia. You can just take a ski lift from Sofia up to the mountain and come back the same day. It's amazing. It's very good, ski and snowboard conditions there as well. Another way you can visit Bulgaria is to trying wine. Bulgaria is a major wine producing country, in the world. They produce wine all over Bulgaria. One particular town, Melnik, in the south of the country, is well known in Bulgaria for producing wine and hosting tourists and having all kinds of restaurants that the food goes well with the wine. So if you're into wine, Bulgaria is a great country to visit because there's a variety of wine you can taste, and it's very affordable also. Another way you can visit Bulgaria is as a rural tourist. In Bulgaria has an extensive network of rural hotels that are in rural areas that are very quiet and are away from big cities and noise, so you can really relax there and have a good time and eat organic food and drink organic drinks. So it's really good. The fifth way you can visit Bulgaria is if you're a hunter or a fisherman. There are hunting, opportunities in Bulgaria. In general, Bulgarian wildlife is richer than in Western Europe, so there's all kinds of variety of wild animals you can hunt in Bulgaria. Fishing is also very popular and very big in Bulgaria. There's all kinds of lakes, reservoirs and rivers, and also the Black Sea is one other major area for fishermen in Bulgaria. You do need a fishing license in Bulgaria though, but it's very affordable. The sixth way you can visit Bulgaria is if you're into historic or archaeological sites. Bulgaria is one of the oldest countries in Europe and one of the richest in terms of archaeological sites. There are Thracian, Byzantine, Roman, Ottoman, Bulgarian, Slavic, all kinds of different archaeological sites in Bulgaria. And in addition to that, there is a very well-established and extended network of museums in Bulgaria. In Sofia in particular, there's a lot of museums you can visit with and check a lot of the Bulgarian artifacts. And also, I believe you can even participate in actual archaeological, digs. You can actually, up to this day, they keep digging up stuff in Bulgaria because our land is so rich that they keep discovering new things and it never stops. It's all over the country. Another way you can visit Bulgaria is as a religious tourist. Bulgaria has a very rich religious tradition. The majority of Bulgarians are Bulgarian Eastern Orthodox Christians, but there's a sizable Muslim minority, and there's also other minor religions like Catholicism and Judaism, and also some Protestant churches as well. But the bulk of the historic sites are probably would be in the Orthodox, Christian Orthodox tradition, and also some Muslim and Jewish sites as well. Bulgaria is famous for its churches and monasteries, particularly the Rila monastery, and also in Bulgaria there's a lot of old mosques as well from the Ottoman times. And also Bulgaria has the third oldest synagogue in Europe. It's located in Sofia, in downtown Sofia. So that also is a popular site for religious tourists. Another way you can visit Bulgaria is for its famous Rose Valley. Bulgaria is the top rose oil producer in the world. The rose oil is used for perfumes, and they have the best time to visit Bulgaria for that would be early June, because that's when they pick up the roses, rose petals, and also they have a rose museum. And Kazanluk is a city in the Rose Valley that's famous for rose tourism, so that's a very popular way to visit Bulgaria also. And another way you can visit Bulgaria is if you're interested in culture and cultural events and festivals. For example, Bulgaria has many different cultural festivals. For example, in Pernik, which is close to Sofia, they have the Kukeri festival, which is people dress up in Kuker costumes, which are Slavic costumes, from our past, like tradition, which are used to symbolically, make like bad spirits, ghosts go away. So they're very colorful, very impressive, and make a lot of noise because they wear bells and things like this. So this is a spectacular sight that's already attracting international tourists. That festival is in early January in Pernik, just next to Sofia. Another way you can visit Bulgaria is if you love nature, you know, specifically you can go to into nature. You don't have to go to a resort. In Bulgaria specifically, you know, there's a lot of mountains with a very well established network of lodges and you know, trails and things like this. For example, Stara Planina in the middle of the country that really that divides the country into north and south. It's also called the Balkan Mountains, the Balkan Mountain. And also Rio and Pirin down in the south are very popular because Rio has the highest peak in Bulgaria, Musawa. And you can take a few days to hike these mountains. You can stay in lodges, you know, accommodations are good, and there's food options there, and you know, you can hike there, and it's really nice. Also, not so well known in the world, I think, is that Bulgaria has a lot of different caves. There's a lot of caves in Bulgaria, and a lot of them are very well established in terms of tourism. They have guided tours, and they have you know, developed paths into those caves, and even some of them are kind of more rugged, so you can explore on your own, but they've been popular for many years. So you know, they're not like you're going into the complete wilderness and there's no people. Usually you can find people there. Even I remember one time I went to a cave, and I was with a group of people, and we went very deep into the cave, and we found a few people that actually stayed inside of the cave overnight. They slept there. You know, I couldn't imagine that, you know, before, but there are people, like very adventurous people, that stay in those caves. You know, it's a very established way to explore those caves. So if you're into caving, you know, Bulgaria has dozens, if not hundreds of caves all throughout the country. Bulgaria also is rich in water. You know, there's a lot of lakes and rivers. If you're into boating or fishing, as I mentioned earlier, or anything to do with water, Bulgaria has a lot of water resources. So there's a lot of you know, small hotels close to those lakes, and you can stay there and enjoy the water and the views. Another way you can visit Bulgaria is specifically for fire walking, or as we call it in Bulgarian, nestinarstvo. Fire walking is an ancient custom that people start fires and then use the charcoal to walk on it with their bare feet. You know, it's very impressive, and my understanding is it's kind of related to religion. It has some religious connotations nowadays, but the ancient idea behind that was, I think, maybe also religious, but kind of more traditional kind of beliefs. Bulgari, which is a village in the southeast of Bulgaria, is very famous for hosting fire walking, you know, events. They have fire walking nights, and you can observe that. And fire walking is also available to be seen in kind of tourist areas in Bulgaria. But I recommend that you go to you know, an actual village where they do that. You know, it's kind of touristy, but they actually do it. These are actually villagers that do it. They're not like paid artists, you know. Another way you can visit Bulgaria is, you know, if you're interested in ethnicities and in different people and, you know, demographics and things like this, it's actually very interesting because Bulgaria has a Bulgarian Muslim population, which are called Pomaks. The Pomaks are Bulgarians that were converted to Islam during the Ottoman times, so they speak Bulgarian as their native language, but they're Muslim. They're predominantly found in the south of Bulgaria, and they have whole villages there. You know, my understanding is they're very hospitable people, so you can if you're interested in that, you can go to that area. It's typically in the Rhodope mountains in south of Bulgaria, and visit them and see how they live and talk to them and ask them about their customs and things like this. So this is quite interesting. Other villages you can visit with Bulgarian Turks. Bulgaria has a Bulgarian Turkish population that also has their own villages. Some of these villages are mixed, but also there are, I believe, only Turkish villages in Bulgaria. So you can go to these villages. Typically, Bulgarian is the official language in the country. Everybody speaks that language, but the Turkish minority also, some of them I think speak Turkish as well. So it might be interesting for you to visit them and see how they live, and check out their Turkish language and culture and customs. And the Turkish people, I believe, in Bulgaria live predominantly also in the south, in the Rhodope area of the country, but also live in the northeast. Another types of people you can visit in Bulgaria if you're interested in demographics and ethnic groups is the Karakachani. The Karakachani are these are people of Greek descent, or maybe Vlach descent, like similar to Romanians. I think they might be mixed, or I think predominantly Greek descent. These kind of people are nowadays more settled, but I think some of them might be still kind of more traditional than the typical Bulgarian population. They're typically shepherds, and they have their own national costumes and their own dances and culture. So it might be interesting for you to visit those people as well. They're in the southeast of the country, around the Sliven area. Sliven is a town in Bulgaria in the southeast. Another popular way you can visit Bulgaria, I should say popular in terms of that it's a great way to visit Bulgaria, but maybe it's not so well known in the world, is for spa tourism. As I mentioned, Bulgaria is very rich in water resources, and we have a lot of mineral water springs, including a lot of hot water mineral water springs. So in Bulgaria there several very popular spa destinations in Bulgaria, such as Bankia, which is just next to Sofia, and also for example Banja and Velingrad. So if you're into spa tourism, Bulgaria offers a great opportunity to stay in those spa towns. They have very nice hotels with mineral hot water, natural springs as part of their hotels and in the area, and it's very affordable, and you can stay there and get treated. This type of spa treatment has been famous for thousands of years. Even the Romans, when Bulgaria was part of the Roman Empire, the Roman emperors themselves stayed in the present territory of Bulgaria to cure their disease and just relax in the spa centers in Bulgaria. So it's really top world-class quality there. Another way you can visit Bulgaria is if you like golf. In the past 20 years or so, they built up a lot of golf courses and golf resorts in Bulgaria. There's a few close to Sofia, but there's also some next to the Black Sea and maybe in other parts of the country. And my impression is those golf courses are very good quality, and they're at a fraction of the cost of those in the West. So you can have a great time golfing in Bulgaria. The next way you can visit Bulgaria is kind of related to the last one. It has to do with sports and recreation. Actually, in Bulgaria, now there's a developed horseback riding, industry, and even I was just watching TV yesterday. They have like a horseback riding competition. So they have the facilities for these types of activities, and I'm sure you can take horseback riding lessons there, at a fraction of the cost of what you can do in the West. Another way also to visit Bulgaria is to just practice sports and take lessons for different types of sports. Bulgaria has a tradition in tennis, so there are tennis courts and tennis sports centers in Sofia and other cities in the country. Some of them are very good quality. There's covered ones with very nice the ground has different types of coverings. There's the clay one and like rubber one and different and grass, so you can practice tennis, for example. And swimming is also very popular in Bulgaria. There's different sports centers for swimming, like with Olympic pools, and you can take swimming classes there and learn how to swim at a fraction of the cost in very good conditions. Also, with some of these a little bit more exotic sports like paragliding and windsurfing and surfing and things like this, they do offer these types of sports in Bulgaria also, and you can take some lessons and really pick up those sports much more affordably than in the West. And also I should mention, like, for example, you can fly a plane, learn how to fly like a small plane in Bulgaria. Also, you can take like a small plane flight lessons, for example. And the next way you can visit Bulgaria is if you like picking fruit. You can go to farms. Bulgaria has very rich land. Bulgaria produces a lot of different fruits and vegetables. I'll give you just a few examples. We produce like watermelons, melons, cherries, grapes, apricots, peaches, apples, pears, all kinds of fruit, vegetables like tomatoes, carrots, lettuce, cabbage, you name it. So maybe you can go to some of these farms and ask them if you can pick fruit. Because there's a lot of fruit and you can eat it. Maybe they will let you pick some for them and then you can eat some of it for free, or maybe you can pay a small fee and pick fruit from those farms. They're all over the country. Another way you can explore Bulgaria is if you're into hiking. As I mentioned, Bulgaria has a lot of mountains. Bulgaria is known as a mountainous country, and particularly Stara Planina, or the Balkan Mountain in the middle of the country, is a popular one. Also down in the south, the Rhodope Mountains, which is not as high. It has probably easier trails. And also Rio and Pirin are the tallest mountains in Bulgaria in the southeast, I should say in the southwest of the country, are also very popular. There's many different trails. There's lodges where you can stay overnight. There's developed trails, with paths and signs, and the nature is pristine and it's cleaner than in the West, and the air is very clean, and you really improve your health if you go there and hike, because it's a great opportunity to be out in nature and and do sports and breathe and clean air and exercise. The 19th way you can visit Bulgaria is for food. If you're a foodie, Bulgaria offers Bulgaria has a great cuisine. It's kind of a mixture of Balkan cuisine, Mediterranean, Middle Eastern. It's very tasty. There's all kinds of meat dishes. There's soups, salads, different kind of delicious bread, desserts. You can really try street food in Bulgaria, or you can find more established restaurants. Also in Bulgaria they offer many different foreign cuisines as well, so even if you ate Bulgarian food for a while, you can still have Chinese food or Middle Eastern food or French food, Italian food, you know, anything you like. Bulgaria has rich, you know, very diverse cuisine and different offerings. And the last way you can visit Bulgaria is, you know, if you're into parties. You know, Bulgaria is known for its nightlife. You know, Bulgarian clubs close very early in the morning. Like some of them can stay open until like 5-6 in the morning. Typically Bulgarians drink quite a bit, so there's always like a party atmosphere. You'll be amazed, you know, it doesn't have to be a holiday season or the weekend. Bulgarians are partying all the time. So if you're into partying, you know, Sofia is a great city to party. There's a lot of clubs and bars and opportunities. Also the Black Sea is very well known for being like a party zone. Especially like, for example, Sunny Beach, but it's really like this all over the country. If you're into more traditional partying, you know, you can go with your friends to like a Bulgarian mehana. Mehana is like a traditional Bulgarian tavern that offers Bulgarian food and Bulgarian drinks like rakia, and you know, have a good time there. They play traditional Bulgarian music, you know, folk music, so you can dance. Even you can do the horo, which is a circle dance, and really, you know, enjoy your life that way. Or you can be more go the modern way, you know, you can go to like a disco or a club. And I should mention there's a lot of music festivals in Bulgaria with very famous musicians coming all the time, and also Bulgarian musicians, especially in the summer months, but even throughout the year. You can go to a concert in Bulgaria or a music festival or cultural festival. They're all over the country throughout the year, so it's a great party atmosphere at those events as well. So these were the 20 ways you can visit Bulgaria as a tourist. I'll summarize them for you. You can visit the Black Sea at the summer resorts, or you can go to the ski and snowboard resorts in the winter. You can go for wine tasting, wine tourism. Number 4, rural tourism. Number 5, hunting, fishing. Number 6, archaeological, historic tourism. Number 7, religious tourism. Number 8, Rose Valley, you know, rose oil, rose history tourism. The next one is fire walking tourism. Next one, visiting, you know, the Pomaks, Bulgarian Muslims or Bulgarian Turkish people, or Karakachani, which are the Greek descendant people in Bulgaria. You can visit Bulgaria for its spa resorts. You can visit Bulgaria for golf and also sports and recreation, such as you know, horseback riding, swimming, tennis, windsurfing, paragliding, if you're flying like into flying small planes. And you can also visit Bulgaria for fruit picking, and you can also hike in Bulgaria in its many mountains. And you can go to Bulgaria for its delicious food. And the last one is you can go to Bulgaria to party. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. If I missed any major way how you can go to Bulgaria as a tourist, please comment down below. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Ciao.